Alright, so here it goes. So I'm in my studio. I'm gonna make a song. Sometimes my song takes me about, I don't know, an hour, maybe less. Depends how the mood is. And there's things that you gotta do and just to write a good song. I don't every song I make, some of them are good, some of them are bad. And you might not like it, but somebody else might. Now I like this beat, so I try to get in the mood of the stuff that I'm doing. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's how can I explain it? It's kind of funny, because I wrote songs and my friends have told me like, what's going on with you? Are you depressed? And actually it's not. I'm not depressed. I just know how to get in the mood of the song that I want to make. That's the hard thing of being an artist. You gotta, it's like kind of acting. It's the same thing as acting. You gotta put yourself in that predicament, in that move, or maybe you went through it, and it depends what you want to write about. Because you could be writing about yourself, you could be writing about somebody else. You could just be writing something that's in your mind, you know what I mean? And those are the best things that when they're in your mind, those are the best things ever. So I'm trying to write this song because I like this beat. I just heard it. It's by let me tell you right now, hold on a second. I'm Shetty, I'm making beats. I wish somebody would make my beats and I could, you know what I mean, make my songs with them, and because I could get in any type of mood sometimes, but nowadays you gotta be certain, they want you to be certain type of way to be an artist, a certain type of way to do things, and it's hard, but you don't need none of that. You really in reality don't need none of that. You just need to be yourself to be an artist. No matter what you look like or what you are, you gotta put yourself where you wanna be or what you wanna be. You don't need to fake it. Just being you and make you who you are. Because it might be hard at first, but then it just get easy as you go, as you get used to it. You know what I mean? So yeah, this beat it says free on it. Blake Shelton and Morgan Wallen, country type beat. Country Boys. But you see, it got a title already, Country Boys. I usually don't go by the title. Some people would try to write about the title. I don't. I go by the beat and where it put me at. Where it would put me at, this beat. And what I usually do, I get myself a little blank piece of paper like this. Yeah, don't mind my studio. It's my little messy mind. So I try to leave it as my little messy mind so I could see, I got all my songs that I wrote right there. Those are all songs. If you go through them, they're all different type of songs that I have made. And I just sit here and contemplate sometimes. I'm a Pisces, so we are dogs, wolf. So I got my picture of the wolf right there. I got another picture of a wolf. Right, that's a bear right there. You see it, and I just sit right here and I contemplate about life. You know what I mean? This is like my little zone. That's what you gotta make your studio, your zone, your space, your you. So what I'm doing today is something different because I honestly don't like talking. I just like making my song, keep it quiet and keep it moving. You know what I mean? Pero I speak Spanish and English. I don't know how to write in Spanish that much, or in English. No, in English I do. In Spanish I don't. But English, when I first got here, it was hard because I didn't speak English. I didn't know how to say potato. Potato chip, matter of fact. I didn't know how to say potato chip in English. And you know how you say potato chips in Spanish? potato chips, papitas. Yep. But we still call it the same, chips. It's funny, right? So now we're gonna get back into the song. This is my main thing is to make a song with you guys, and you let me know what you think. You know how I. So I put myself in the song. Right now, I just told you the song is Blake Shelton. It says free on it. Blake Shelton, X Morgan Wallen, country type beat, country boys, pro Nick Nash, prod PROD Nick Nash. So he just posted this song today, about maybe 9 minutes ago, when I started talking to you guys. So I kind of caught it fresh. So I'm gonna try to make this song with you guys, and we're gonna sit here and we're gonna put ourselves in the zone to make a zone. So the first thing, sometimes I try to find the beat in my head and put myself in different places. And music is weird because they got all different type of tones, all type of sounds, and you might like the guitar. I like the guitar in this beat, and then you yourself might like the bass. Somebody else might like that. Then you gotta put yourself deep in the song. So you gotta find every little sound. Why you hear that? That's another guitar. Why is this song? Why do you like this song? Because some people say, "Oh no, this beat is hot." No, it's not. Sometimes it's not the beat. It's just a sound in there that reminds you of something or put you somewhere. See, I like this. So to me, it put me like in the past. It's kind of putting me back in the past. And so now when I'm making my song, I try to find something that fit in. So I try to find something that not put me in the song, because we already talked about that. So I try to make my own melody that match my beat, that matches beat. Not my beat, but somebody else's beat, but this beat. So now I kind of found, you hear the melody that I'm hearing in my head with this beat. So I'm kind of connecting myself to the beat now. And when I connect myself to the beat, so I'm trying to put myself with the song and where it's bringing me. I'm trying to literally go where the song is bringing me. All right, let's try it. Since we're talking about going places and going in your mind to where the song is, let's talk about that. Sometimes you gotta let life just go on. See that kind of, sometimes you gotta let life just go on, go on. See, the song speaks for itself. Every melody and song, it kind of like talk. It's saying words. The artist, you put in the artist. The artist, when I make, I mean, I suck at making beats, but I can make some beats that I can be in it and deep, and people have liked it. And I don't know how they liked it because I don't know how to make a beat at all. I do know how to play piano and a couple things, and play guitar and some things, and but I just like writing. I like making music, you know. And it's don't think that writing is something because I'm Spanish. You know what I mean? When I came to the United States, it was kind of hard, and I learned that the biggest fear of everybody speaking a different language or talking a different language is just doing it, because they scared what other people are gonna think. Sometimes you gotta forget about that. Even if my songs come out wrong, I'm just gonna do it. Even if this video comes out wrong, I'm just gonna do it, because I'm gonna put myself there, and I want to make a song with you guys. So you can see my process of making my songs and where I'm at. You know what I mean? So what we're talking about is how your mind. You gotta put your mind in the beat, and then you gotta think about sometimes what the artist is saying or interpreting in this beat, or what are you trying to say, or how he's feeling. The beat talk about country boys, but it put me in a different place. You know what I mean? Like right now, it's putting me in a different place. Like sometimes you gotta let life just go on, go on. You know what I mean? And okay, so I like that verse. So now I take my paper. Sometimes you have to let life go on. Go on. Sometimes you gotta just let life go on, go on. And the funny thing about my studio is I don't have a fancy studio. I got a mixing board for my sound. I do got a mix, like a DJ mixer and stuff, and I hardly use it. I just do when I feel like mixing my own stuff. I sit here and play around with it. But I got my DJ mixing board, my mic. The mic is just so you hear me loud, and then most of my video I use my phone. Like right now I'm using my phone. I'm not using a fancy camera or anything like that. So I mean, the phone that I have is an LG 60. It's like kind of a good phone. It's kind of a flip phone. You can take it off, and then you could add it to a case, and it opens and closes. You know what I mean? So it make a double screen, and I got a LG 60, LG 6, which is a regular phone. It's even cracked, look, but it still worked good. But it's not cracked. It's that tempering glass, whatever that they put on it. Because I thought some of my phones was cracked before, and when I took that thing off, it was completely fine, and it would just die. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm trying to let you know that when you're recording, you don't need nothing fancy. I think if you connect yourself with the music the right way or whatever you're doing, and you know what you're gonna do and how you're gonna do it, sometimes you just go along with it. Like I'm doing right now. I just talking to you guys and just going along with it. I'm not trying to do nothing fancy. I'm just trying to write a song. All right. I put myself there with a beat. You know what I mean? So, all right. Sometimes you have to let life go on, go on. Sometimes there's people, you could either see. Sometimes you have to let life go on, go on. Now, what goes will go on. I know you could let life go on, but there's certain people in life you have to go on. Nope. There's certain people in life you have to let go. Let go. Nah, I don't want to. It's kind of, you know what I mean? It's not putting me there. Sometimes you have to let life go on, go on. Sometimes you just have to move on, move on. So I like that verse right there. Sometimes you have to just. Alright, let's do now. Now I check both of my birth. You see my when I talk. Well, I'm kind of nervous right now, but sometimes when you're trying to write a song, it gets confusing. You know what I mean? Because you're trying to put your mind there, and your mind is totally somewhere else. It's in a beat, or your mind could be thinking about a problem, or your mind could be thinking about a solution, or your mind could be thinking about your car, or your house, or whatever, breakfast because you're hungry or something, you know what I mean? And so you gotta try to take all this stuff out your mind. And it's kind of like manifesting. You gotta manifest the song. You gotta put yourself in the song. It's like manifesting. You gotta manifest the song to where you want to go and where you want to be. You know, every song is like that. You gotta put yourself there in that predicament, in that place, at that moment. And it's kind of funny because people talk about right now, and right now just passed. When I said right now, like right now, it just passed. So right now was a moment in an event that happened that is not right now. Because right now, when I said right now, it just passed. And it's kind of confusing because people say live right now. You can't live right now. Live the moment. That means every step you take in life, every word you say, every movement you make, that's the moment. Because as soon as you did that, it already passed. That's the past. And it's kind of crazy because how can you do that? You thinking your whole life that you like living the moment, and the moment just passed when I said the moment. And crazy. So when you're making a song, you actually got to put yourself in the past and the present, because the present is when you're writing it, when you got that pen and you, or that pencil, and you jotting it down, and then you got to put yourself in the past, that past moment that just happened when you started writing that song, and then you got to live the future, which was the next word. So it's kind of past, present, future. See? Sometimes you have to let life go on, go on. Sometimes you have to just move on, move on. You can't stay stuck at all. You gotta move on. So now I'm trying to figure out how am I gonna write my song, because I can just it's kind of, so we got so far on at the end of the song, and just that. You gotta find the match to that goes with that. You know what I mean? And that's your past. But that's your present at the same time. Sometimes you have to let life go on, go on. Sometimes you have to just move on, move on. Sometimes you say words and you are spot on, spot on. But sometimes you say some words that you are dead wrong, dead wrong. See, I like that right there because sometimes you say sometimes you say things that you are dead on. But sometimes you say words that you are wrong. Dead wrong. Dead wrong. Dead wrong. Sometimes you say things that you are spot on. Spot on. So now when I'm writing it, I go back. Sometimes you have to let life go on. Go on. Sometimes you have to just have move on, move on. Sometimes you say words that are spot on, spot on. Sometimes you say words that are spot on, spot on. And sometimes you say words that are dead wrong, dead wrong. Sometimes you say words that are, and I'm gonna, sometimes you say words that are so wrong, so wrong. You see, I could say so wrong or dead wrong. I think dead wrong sounds better because it should have been a dead subject, but it just kept going. So when it's like I'm trying to put myself in what people think about and stuff that people do, you know what I mean? Like it's about living the moment, going to the future, putting yourself in an argument, getting yourself, about you saying something and being right, and then about you saying something and being wrong at the same time. So I'm putting myself in both shoes, you know what I mean? I don't want to just put myself in one shoes because sometimes you say words that are dead wrong, dead wrong. Like, people would say to you, damn, that was dead wrong what you did, bro. That was like really dead wrong. Like, you should have ended, but you kept going. And so you sit here, now we got this much, let me see, right there. We got this much, couple bars. Sometimes you have to let life go on, go on. That's not where it starts though, right here. Sometimes you have to let life go on, go on. Sometimes you have to just move on, move on. Sometimes you say words that are spot on, spot on. Sometimes you say words that are dead wrong, dead wrong. Alright, so now we're talking about words, you know what I mean? So I try to match something with words. So now the last verse on that, it was something that you said that was dead wrong. So sometimes people don't know how to go back. You can't take that back what you say, you know what I mean? And sometimes when I say words, I used to hold myself and have a filter, but I don't, because you're gonna find the right people that understand where you come from, and if they said something wrong, they're gonna apologize to you, or you apologize to them if you are that type of person. And it's always good not to leave unfinished bottles. And sometimes you gotta end on my piece, and not sometimes, because you gotta end on my piece with yourself all the time. Whether they not at peace with themselves or not, you just gotta let it be. You know what I mean? Because why have that poison inside your body? And my songs, I usually use them to express myself. It's hard. I know it's hard for some people to talk. Sometimes it's kind of hard for couples to talk, and people don't want to understand that. And let's say you're a person that you can't control yourself, and I have seen this from people. And but you see, when they talk to you on a text, it's different because they're expressing themselves better when you're not there. So you just let them know, look, let's not argue no more. Let's just text me. If we feel like talking about this problem, text me. And sometimes you have a better conversation, more open when you're texting than talking. You know what I mean? And I learned that that's true, because some people are hard to express themselves in front of other people when they come from a hard, how do you call it? Hard life. And they always got to be in defense mode. So sometimes when you send a text and the other person is not present, you just walk away and send a text, and you guys could communicate better. Try that, because it works. I'm telling you right now, I tried it before, it works. And you could get a person to be more open about themselves by texting than just talking the problem right in front of them out, because it's going to cause defense mode. They're going to feel some type of way. But sometimes it's just best to send a text and talk about the problem.